Here really quick and ask you something. If you have not met me before, to my new friends, hello. My name is Candace Kinlaw. I'm absolutely obsessed with seeing the better side of other people. Sometimes we live in a world where, like just yesterday, a kid told me that his father, I guess the kid came in second place and the father threw away his trophy because if you're not number one, it's like, why bother, right? But I want to talk about just the fact that, well, back to myself. I come up here and I'm going to show up. Every time I got breath in my body, hey, Joy, thank you for jumping on. Every time I got breath in my body, I'm going to try to show up for y'all the best version of myself, okay? Because I'm seeing now that my excuses don't really matter anymore. My excuses, it doesn't pay anything. My excuses it doesn't serve me or you, my family, my community, or this world. So I'm going to come up here for the women, the guys too, but I'm going to come up here for the guys, the women, to make them better parents, better spouses, better entrepreneurs. Because if I could do it in myself, I believe that I could give it to other people too. Okay, so I want to talk about your past, and I want to talk about your story. And everyone has one. Okay, everyone has one. Everybody has a story, whether you believe that it's really gutter, whether you believe that, the place where you're from is like a little bit a part of your life where you might want to X out, right? You might want to block that part off of your life. But I want to talk about when you do that, you don't serve anyone. You don't serve yourself and you don't serve this world. So I want to encourage you to tell your story. And why would I tell you to tell your story, right? Are you one of those people that believe, drop a one in the comments if you're one of those people that believe that, oh, no one will want to hear my story. No one will want to listen to me. That is one of the biggest egotistical lies that you can tell yourself. That's nothing but the ego talking. That's not you. That's not your real self. Okay? The reason why you want to tell your story is because if you were, as an example, if you were a single mother raising 4 kids, and you came out of that time of pain, of confusion, depression, whatever you were in, when you tell your story after you got up out of it, it gives somebody else a subconscious go to do the very same thing, right? It brings hope to the person that's watching you. Whether they hit like or not, believe that people are watching you, okay? Your life matters. Everything that you've been through, the past that you've been through, if you're an athlete and you hurt yourself, you had however X amount of surgeries, if you had those, every single surgery has a story behind it. Tell it. If you had an abusive relationship, if you were raped, if you were abused, if you were manipulated, tell your story. Tell your story because somebody else is going through that very same thing and you could possibly save a life. And sometimes we go into the no one will listen to me story that our ego brings up out of us. But the ego will leave you stuck. Tell your story because, hey, Neil, thank you for jumping on. Your story is the thing that is going to change a life in this world. That person that believes that there's no hope for them, when they hear that you're doing something that they're going through, they're like, okay, well, if he can do it, I can do it. If she can get a job after having no education, right? I know a person that has a 8th grade education, okay, barely, and is a homeowner and owned about 6 houses. And that is a person that I love. So the things that you're ashamed of, the things that you believe, well, nobody's going to listen to me, or, well, I'm doomed, that's it. There's no way out from here. It's an egotistical lie that you're telling yourself and you're telling the world. Tell your story because that's how people can relate to you. When people hear that there's somebody else out there that's going through what they're going through, but they've been out of it, they came up out of it, that promotes a new energy in the world. so that a person can have hope to go out and kill it in their own, kill whatever lie that they've been telling themselves, right? Because let's keep it real, anything that you tell yourself, it's a fact-based lie or a truth-based lie, right? We make up our own stories. And sometimes if you tell yourself a story for too long that doesn't serve you, you'll start believing it. Okay? So I wanted to just come up here and talk about, even if the past hurts, even if the past, you believe that no one will listen to you, even if there's something that you might believe is embarrassing, it might change another person's life, right? If you tell your story, some people will see where you came from, and then they'll see where you have to go. Because when Ray Higdon says, when you do not show up your best self, your best person, it's selfish. Because if your life could be the thing, your story, your message could be the thing that changes this world, how selfish are you? I've been selfish for a long time. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've been a selfish person. So I'll leave you with that, friends. I don't care how gutter your past is. I used to live on top of a corner store, and I'm proud of that. Because now I have so many memories that you could just write down, so many things that happened. If you are breathing right now, you have a story. Don't keep it to yourself. That's selfish. Tell it to the world, because you could save a life. There's a person watching you. There's a person that's waiting for you to tell your story so that they can tell theirs. There's a person that is saying, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And if anybody knows me outside of Facebook, outside of YouTube, outside of wherever you're watching this, you know that there's nothing special about me. I'm just a passionately crazy person that wants to see some more light in this world. And I dare you to do the same thing. So I know that your time is valuable. I know that you can do anything else right now, but you're watching me. I took a nap and I said, I didn't feel like doing a video today, but I pushed myself. This is me jumping out of my bed. I came in the car because my house sounds like an arcade right now. So if the parents are out there that can sleep through like arcade noises, high five to you, shout out to you. But I'm grateful for you watching. I hope that you have a great morning, a great afternoon, or a great night, depending on the time that you're watching this. Tell your story, because you don't know what life you're going to save. Till the next video, friends. Thank you for being on.